This video is based on a request I received to explain the difference between Satanism or devil worship and paganism. I already explained the difference before in multiple videos, even during live streams, but just in case some of you didn't catch it, and I don't blame you, I have over 6,000 videos. I don't expect you to have seen all my 6,000 videos, so let me say it again here. Paganism is the ancient way of fallen mankind to deal with their struggles in life by using paranormal aid. So that is paganism. Now today, you have a modern version of paganism that is inspired by the real Christianity. So you have more human values in it, instead of being plainly based on escapism. Well, so neo-paganism is a new thing. It emerged somewhere in the late 19th century, and it has become popular today amongst many young people. But neo-paganism, or modern-day popularized paganism, is not the official paganism of ancient times. You still have the official paganism of ancient times being practiced today. But it's totally different from neo-paganism. But anyway, Satanism. What is Satanism? I'm not talking about this religion called Satanism, established by Anthony LaVey. I'm not talking about that. Satanism or devil worship comes down to you fully agreeing with Satan and evil spirits. If you agree with evil spirits against the human species, against your own sexual design, against sexuality, against human females, then you are a devil worshiper, or the public term is Satanist. Now, so let's say you're from Norway, or let's say you're from Norway or Sweden. Okay, let's go back in time to, let's say, the 12th century, when the Catholic Church was categorizing everyone in Europe. If you were born under the rule of a king that worshipped pagan deities, then you were labeled a pagan, not based on your own effort, what you were doing, because of association. So pagan also became a term used for the population under the influence of a pagan individual. Now, let's look to another example when it comes to Islam. The movement of Muhammad was continued by the Mohammedans. A Mohammedan is a follower of Muhammad. The Mohammedans established their own rule in various places on the earth. Any citizen or civilian living under a Mohammedan rule was called a Muslim. So whether you were actually following Muhammad or not, you were considered Muslim simply because you were under an Islamic administration. All right? So just like the term Mohammedan and Muslim, they are similar but not the same. Well, let me explain like this. Satanism and paganism. Why they're similar? Because paganism is relying on demonic aid through the paranormal. It's when people don't follow the guidelines of the Heavenly Father. Satanism is also related to the paranormal, but in this case, you fully agree with the evil spirits that form the paranormal. So a pagan can be an individual with good intentions who doesn't want to harm his own community. A Satanist or devil worshiper thinks that it's okay to do harm just to get ease out of it for the community. So the Satanist in this case may call himself pagan because he does pagan things. But is he a pagan? Well, he does pagan things, but he's a devil worshiper or Satanist. The pagan in this case may be against him, saying, I'm not in agreement with this. The pagan may even fight the devil worshiper. But this fight is useless because at the end of the day, they both have the same paranormal base they're relying on. And that's why it's no use to have good pagans fighting evil pagans, or we call them Satanists. The pagans ought to be transformed and become believers and serve Christ. That is the solution. All right? So I hope it's clear now. The distinction between Satanism or devil worshippers on one hand and paganism at the other side. Again, you can be a pagan by association, by the influence you were under while growing up. That influence shaped your way of thinking. And because of that, you have some pagan knowledge with you. So you don't have to be a practicing pagan, active in the paranormal. Then you have people who are pagan because they just do paranormal things, whether for good reasons or bad reasons, they do paranormal things. They're witches and warlocks. And then you have devil worshippers. Those are the pagans who go so far to say, you know what? We go against Heavenly Father. We go against our human design. We go against human sexuality. We go against the design of the woman. We fully agree with Satan's misery, and we are the spokespersons, and we advocate for Satan's sympathy. If you're not advocating for Satan's sympathy, then you're not a Satanist or devil worshipper. At the best, you are a pagan with good intentions, but a pagan nevertheless. However, as I explained over and over again, the paranormal is quite dangerous. So I don't recommend you, neither I condone people staying active in the paranormal. If you were paranormally active because that's all you knew, you had no idea how to do better, then I don't blame you. But now please become better, serve the real King, the real Christ, and operate in true abundance. Because paganism is bound to cycles and patterns. So you're operating in restrictions. The Heavenly Father should operate in abundance and guidelines. The Heavenly Father should operate in abundance and guidelines, not in patterns, cycles, and restrictions. Here's the thing. In paganism, people see some benefits of the cycles and patterns. That's why they think it's a good thing they're into. But the long-term toxicity that comes from all those restrictions, they often don't see it. Now, devil worshippers know that operating in patterns and cycles will generate toxic restrictions that will harm people in the long run, and they agree with it anyway. Why? Because they're evil. That's why. So every pagan is being deceived by devil worshippers. The only pagans who are not deceived anymore are those who turn believers. Oh, and by the way, I call mainstream Christianity out there pagan Christianity because mainstream Christianity out there is pagan to the core. Mainstream Christianity or the Catholic system is all about patterns, cycles, and toxic restrictions. But the only thing they do is they use the name of Christ and the Bible to pretend like they're about abundance and guidelines. They're not. So when I talk about Christianity, I don't talk about mainstream Christianity today, which is nothing but a pathetic joke. That's why I call it pagan Christianity. Oh, and pagan Christianity is run by devil worshippers, just so you know. So if you have had bad experiences in church, well, guess what? You were in an institution run by devil worshippers or Satanists who pretend to follow Jesus. Well, of course you're going to get a bad experience. Of course you will. So I don't recommend you to join pagan Christianity, because pagan Christianity, not only is it pagan itself, but it's even worse than common paganism. Because at least in common paganism, you are aware of the side effects of what you're doing. In pagan Christianity, they pretend like there are no side effects. And you end up following a pastor who's a warlock, taking all your money, living a luxurious lifestyle, while you are waiting for heaven, a place you'll never go to. Common paganism out there at least focus on the now and get things done now. So, again, Satanism, paganism, pagan Christianity, neo-paganism, I explained all now in this video. If it appeared like I confused you, I didn't. They're just similar, but they're not the same. Okay? Well, that's it for now. Keep on agreeing with Christ and be at peace.